Yo, what is good? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. It is your boy Bud, and today we're doing AFL 2025 ladder predictions. I'm joined with my man Alessi. Say g'day.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
We're a couple of days out from the season beginning. The news has just dropped that the start of the opening round has been cancelled, postponed, as you would say, from the hurricane. Is it hurricane or cyclone, or what do we got going on?
Cyclone Alfred, I think it's called.
But yeah, here's our predictions, so let's jump straight into it. Alrighty, the way we're going to start it is we're going to go in reverse alphabetical order. So the first team we have is the Western Bulldogs. Where do you have them placing?
I have the Western Bulldogs finishing at 13th on the ladder this season.
Number 13, very similar to myself. I have them sitting in at number 11. I think they have the pieces, but I don't think they have the pieces to go to the next step.
I think Bont's injury, his 6-week injury at the start of the season, is going to be very detrimental and will be very troubling for the doggies at the start.
Oh, most definitely, yeah. I agree with you there. All right, moving up the list, we have West Coast. We're both, before you say it, we're going to both say this on the same go, okay? I think if we place this in perfect, we're on. Ready? 3, 2, 1, 17th. Beautiful. There we go. West Coast will be 17th.
That was not planned.
I don't think we need to go into too much detail about that.
I'll say there will be a big gap between 17th and 18th.
Okay, very interesting call there. Next up, we have the Sydney Swans, reigning grand finalists. I'd say they didn't really show up, but I have them finishing in third place.
I have them finishing 10th.
10th!
They did this in 2016. They made the grand final, lost to the doggies, and just had a dramatic drop and missed the finals that year, I'm pretty sure. I just have an odd feeling that's going to happen again. Errol Goulden's already out for months.
Yeah, no, valid points. Look, Coxie at the helm. It might be a little bit different for them. Obviously, Golden's injury is a big out, but I think Sydney, they tend to perform pretty well during the season, and they're hard to beat at the SCG as well. So for me, third, for you, 10th. Big differences, but I guess time will tell. Next one, we have the Saints marching in, or possibly marching out. What do you got them finishing?
What do you have them finishing?
I have them finishing 16th. St Kilda fans, don't hate me, but that's just where I see where they're at.
Well, before today, I originally had them at 17th, but I moved them up one spot. I put them at 16th as well.
Okay, beautiful. Lock it in. Hey, this is not pre-planned either. We have our own list, but Saints fans, yeah, they're going to hate you. Well, you're going to hate us here, but
I just think injuries, losing Membry to Collingwood. I don't know where you're going to find your forward play, but Higgins is going to be able to do it for the whole season. So we got next up.
The next one we have is Richmond. Again, right. I'm going to say we're going to cut this down. Okay. If you have them out of this position, I don't know if you need to watch the footy this year because you have no idea. Okay, 3, 2, 1, 18th. Okay, there we go.
Like I said, there's going to be a big gap between Richmond and the 17th and West Coast, but who knows?
In saying that, look, I have a soft spot for Richmond. Do I think they're going to win a lot of games this year? No, but I do feel bad because a lot of other predictions, Richmond are 18th across the board. I would love to see them prove everyone wrong, but I just can't see it happening this year. They've got a really good young team, but in saying that, there's a lot of stacked AFL teams this year. Next one we have, now this is very interesting, Port Adelaide. Okay, you can put them at either end of the scale here. For me, I put Port Adelaide at number 10.
See, I put them at 5th.
5th, okay, there you go. My reasoning behind it is, yes, they've picked up Lukosius. I think he's a good player. Dixon, I mean, he had his year last year. It wasn't great.
Yeah.
He fills that spot. They lost Houston. I think is a bigger loss than what you'd think.
Throughout the preseason, they haven't gotten as injured as other teams. So I feel like going into the season a bit healthier, they are a team that's always up and down. It's sort of just a wait and see with them. You never know how they're going to rock up.
Next on our list, we have North Melbourne. Take it away.
Do you want to go down the count of 3? See if we're similar?
Okay, we'll see. Okay. 3, 2, 1, 15. Okay, what is going on here? Very, very interesting.
I think North Melbourne are good. I think they'll beat St Kilda. I think the addition of Parker and Caleb Daniel is going... my prediction is Caleb Daniel will win their BNF by the length of the Flemington Straight, as some say.
That's a good take. I like that, Caleb Daniel. The good news is they're going up the ladder. Yeah. That is the good news. Moving on to the Melbourne Football Club.
I reckon we have a very similar position here, I think.
Really?
You want to guess? Want to go again?
We can't do it again, can we? All right, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, 13. Ooh, we are very close, okay? We're one spot out on the mark. What's your reasoning behind this?
It's hard to say because they're going to get Petrarca back. They're going to get Oliver back. and they've got a good
Guns, by the way. Guns.
yeah, they've got a good group of young kids, but I just think the comp's gone past them.
Yep.
I think everyone's getting a lot better. Like, they've lost Ben Brown, who obviously wasn't playing a lot of footy last year, but their forward structure's out of whack.
Yeah, I agree. I think their forward line is their downfall. They don't make finals this year. Cozzy Pickett's gone.
Yeah,
He's gone.
exactly.
So-
I think even if they do play finals, Cozzy Pickett's gone.
Well, that's the case
Mate.
as well. All right. Next one is Hawkball, the Hawthorn Hawks. Obviously, a few good pickups over the off-season.
Yeah.
So, I mean, a lot of people rate them highly. For me, I've placed him in at 7.
For me, I've placed them in at 9.
Just missing finals, the Hawkball.
I think the beauty about Hawkball was that it was surprising. What got teams is that they flew in after losing 4 or 5 straight. Who knows? How many did they lose? 8?
They had a rough start.
They had a rough start, and then they come out playing this brand of footy. And at this point, you're halfway through the season. No team's going to know how to stop it. But now teams are going over through the preseason. They've looked at them. They've got game plans probably set for them. Who actually knows? But I feel like the beauty of Hawkball was that it was surprising, and now teams have had the preseason to actually figure it out.
For me personally, I put them at 7. I think they're going to be a really good team. Their defence has got a lot better. Adding Barras and Battle, whether he plays or not, is a big, big sound. The Giants.
Where have you got them?
You go.
I've got the GWS Giants finishing as minor premiers. I got them first on the ladder.
So do I. Number
Yeah.
1. The Giants,
Big, big
number
sound.
1.
This isn't planned.
No, this is not planned, but I think a lot of people think it might be. But no, the Giants for me, number 1. For you, number 1. I
just think they've gotten better.
they have gotten
As much as it pains me to say this, Stringer leaving the Bombers, and apparently, obviously he's out for the first few rounds with a hamstring, but reports saying that he's been the most influential player at training.
That hurts.
He's been setting the standards on the track. Only problem will be Green being out.
Yeah, that hurts obviously at the start of the year. If they can get through that little area, or what's the word? They can get
Patch.
that patch. Yes, thank you. If they can get through that little patch, they're on. They're bloody on.
Okay.
The rebranded Gold Coast Suns. Interesting from the rebrand perspective, but I got Gold Coast at number 9.
Okay.
Just missing finals.
I've got them at 6th.
Okay.
I think they've picked up Noble, who'll be good for the defence.
Rioli.
I just think they're going to be a lot better than they were last year. I think Hawthorn and them are quite interchangeable.
Yeah, I agree with you. It really depends. I haven't had a full look at Gold Coast schedule in saying that, but I feel like, especially their run last season, they didn't really lose at home. If they did they lose at home?
I think they did to Collingwood.
It was a 1 loss, maybe 2 losses at home last year, which if they can just win more games on the road, lock them in. But for me, 9, I think they're still a little bit inconsistent, but yeah, they've got a few good additions. I still think they're climbing. I was going to sing it in. No, I'm not singing it. We are Geelong. Geelong, where we got them?
I have them finishing 7th.
Okay. Not far off me. Top 4, number 4.
Yeah.
Geelong Cats. Look, I wouldn't say Tomahawk's a big loss. I think Shannon Neal's going to fill his spot. Not to the same equivalent, but he definitely can. He's a key target.
If Jeremy Cameron's on his game, he's arguably one of the best players in the comp.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. And if you don't think that, then you don't know ball.
He kicks goals from out of bounds.
He is ridiculously good, so that is why I have the Cats finishing top 4. Fremantle. The Fremantle Dockers.
I think we have them in completely different spots here.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. I have them in at 5.
I have them in an 11. I'm pretty sure.
It's a big difference. That is a big difference. Okay. My reasoning behind it is Bolton. Nice pickup. They're hard to beat over WA. They do have a pretty good record over there. In saying that, I think Sarong and Brayshaw, who just re-signed today, massive news for them. But I think their midfield's pretty good now.
I think Darcy is a very influential player, and I think people underestimate how important he is to that team.
Definitely. And he frees up Jackson.
Yeah. And then Jackson goes down forward, and then they've got a miss, they've got Tracy, they've got Jackson to run that forward line.
Okay, so the next... we have the Bombers.
That's where people are going to hate
Essendon,
me.
okay.
That's where people are going to hate me.
FYI, we're both Essendon fans, so this could be very up or down or wrong or incorrect or whatever way you want to see it, but where do you have them? Where do you have our Essendon football?
I have us finishing 8th. I was just sneaking in.
Look, for as long as I've known you, that's probably the most realistic answer I've ever heard out of you. So we'll take it. For me, it hurts me to say this, but Essendon will be 14th.
I say this as a die-hard Essendon fan. I love my boys. I just think that the way I saw us play in a preseason game, I know everyone says it's a preseason game, you can't base off that. We just look good for once I've seen us. Our target has been boot the ball down the line and pray Peter Wright or bloody Paddy Ryder when he was playing gets his hands on it. It's actually chip the ball around, wait for something to open up, take what the defence gives us. And I think we could finish 8th, maybe interchangeable, maybe we drop, maybe Hawthorn come in. Yep. Probably Hawthorn come in, but I'm just being very optimistic.
Yeah, no, look, I'm on the train here, okay? The Essendon bandwagon, we need this. It's been 20 years. We're about to hit 21, okay? Yeah. This is a long, long period, so I'm all for it. If we can make the 8, win a final, that's a win for me.
As long as I've been alive, 21, this would be the 21st year I've been alive. It would be the 21st year we haven't won a final.
So maybe you are the curse. I don't know. I haven't thought about that before.
What are you trying to say here?
You're the dark horse. The one we have is the Collingwood Football Club. Where do you have them finishing?
I have them finishing in 4th place.
4th place, okay. Interesting take. Look, I don't hate it because before I did this, I thought I'd put Collingwood top 4 as well, but there's a few more teams in there that I think are better than them. So I have Collingwood finishing in 8th place.
I think they remind the league who they really are and how good they actually are. And they give everyone a bit of a reality check. Yeah,
I don't hate that. I think it's definitely possible. For me, I think if they continue to play the way that Fly wants them to play, they win a lot of close games, and that can go 50-50 ball, okay, in saying that. So that's why I have them finishing 8th. Obviously, if they win those close games, they're going to finish higher, but there's a chance that they don't. So we are the bloody Navy Blues.
Do we guess on the same? Do we have them?
Okay.
3, 2, 1,
6.
Ooh. Ooh.
Here we go.
A bit different.
Go on.
I just think they've gotten better. Like, yeah, they've lost a few of their key players. I think Akers is out for a while. And poor Jagger Smith. But I think the team that they had last year was good enough. I think scraping into the finals, they had a rough go against Brisbane in that first half, and they still almost won. I don't think they almost won, but they brought it back, and it was a reasonable margin. And if they played like their second half the whole game, they could have won. Yep. And it pains me to say that.
Their list does look very good. The reason I have them in 6th is because I think people are rating them a little bit too high at this stage. Yes, they have somewhat proven it in the past, but they have got better as well. But maybe there might be a little bit of pressure that puts a little bit of doubt in Carlton's football abilities. I don't know.
Keen to see. Can see what happens.
I don't hate it. And don't hate me, Carlton fans. They are making finals, but I just don't think they're finishing as high as most people think.
Oh, Lions.
Oh, Brisbane Lions. I have them finishing top 2. Number 2.
I have them finishing 2nd as well.
Okay, there we go. I wasn't sure where you put them. A lot of people have put them down. Down.
I think, yes, they lost Joe, but who knows? A lot of teams do it nowadays with a double ruck combo. Darcy Fort could be reinvented as a key forward.
Could.
And they don't need another massive forward to kick a big bag. They just need someone to take the load off Hipwood.
No, I definitely think they've got numbers back. Obviously, like you said, Danaher out hurts, but
Ashcroft,
Levi is a big in. That's probably one of the biggest ins because he's a rookie.
Yeah.
That's your future there. But in saying that, yeah, like they had a lot of injuries last year and they still won the grand final.
So who knows with that?
I think Brisbane are a bloody good chance this year. Last but not least, well, not last place, but alphabetically last, Adelaide Crows.
Where you got them?
I've got them in at 12.
I got them in at 14.
Yep.
I don't think they're as good as everyone's hyping them up to be.
Nah.
I don't hate their list. I just don't think Nix is a very good coach.
Yeah, that's fair. And I think they're playing players that probably shouldn't be playing. I'll let you decide on who, but that's all I'm saying.
I think they've got good players. Soligo's a gun. Keys is a gun. I don't know what the go is with O'Brien last year, dropping him and playing some other random bloke. But I think they've got the players there. I think Tex is still as good as any forward. Mm-hmm. But the Keys can go a new level. Rochelle, they could prove us strong. I think this year, 14th to 6th is probably the most interchangeable it's ever been.
Oh, definitely. There's a lot of good teams in there, and it's tough to predict, I will say.
And there's
but-
Essendon.
Yeah. But yeah, that rounds it out. Very interesting.
Right.
A few surprises on your behalf, and I suppose on my behalf. But yeah, time will tell.
I'm going to be very much hated by all the Bud fans on this.
Anyway, thanks for watching. Go footy.
Yo.